So DJI actually came out with a really cool feature for the DJI RC2. So last week the DJI Mavic 4 released, right? And DJI came out with the RC2 Pro, and you already could buy before the RC2. That one was already being used with the DJI Mini 4 and with the DJI Air 3 and Air 3S. But now what they did, they made the DJI simulator. So when you update your remote to the newest firmware, you can finally fly a simulator inside your remote. I asked, like, I think 6 months ago about this in the DJI group, and I got a lot of hate from people saying like, yeah, just go fly, yeah, go to a field or whatever. But that's not the point. What I wanted was a simulator where I could try everything that I could do in the field without having to go outside and fly somewhere, because sometimes it's raining, sometimes I don't know. I just want to like train like the moves and then try it in real life, you know. And I'm used to this because I fly FPV and we have a lot of FPV simulators, you know. But for the Mavic, there was nothing. Like, I think a couple years ago there was like something like for the Mavic Pro 1, the first one, I think the Phantom, there was some simulator on the PC, but you would have to have like a really old remote. And now finally they made this for the RC2 and the RC2 Pro. So in my opinion, it's really good because it really feels like a Mavic. You also have like the collision sensors on. There is like, even if you fly behind a building, you lose signal. So that's also really cool. Only downside on the RC2 is that you have only one map. On the RC2 Pro, you have several maps. But it doesn't mean that it will always be like this. I think that maybe later they can add some more, because the RC2 Pro has 128 gigabytes of built-in storage and the RC2 doesn't. But what I think is that maybe later we can just put the maps on some SD card and just use that inside the remote, and then you probably would be able to have more maps. Or maybe, yeah, DJI won't make this possible and they want to separate the RC2 and the RC2 Pro, and they give you more maps on the RC2 Pro because you paid a lot more. I was really happy because I bought this remote last week, and 2 days after I bought it, this update came out, and I was like, okay, this is really cool, because I was like really waiting for this and I was really happy about it. So thank you, DJI. If there is someone from DJI that will watch this, maybe, probably not, but thank you. You did a great job for this. So now I will show you how it looks, and I will show you like what you can do in the simulator, what kind of options there are available. So once you have the time, just update the remote and you can do all of these things yourself. All right, so here we have the RC2, and as you can see here on the top, you have DJI Simulator. So now, for now we only have, if you go into Drone Hangar, there is only DJI Mavic 4 Pro. Maybe later there will be added some other drones like the Air 3S or the Mini. Let's see if DJI will update this, but that would be really cool. But I don't think that it actually really matters, you know. So here you have some basic courses, so for beginners, but you see coming soon. So that means that probably there will be some new updates coming soon, and then you can probably like fly some more of these beginner courses, you know. Okay, but if you go into immersive flight, there is only one map. It's called skate park, because there is a skate park in the middle. And yeah, and here we have it. So you can also like place the drone wherever you want. So let's say I will place it here. And now you go like into the DJI view, you know, like when you fly the drone. So you start the motors. And as you can see, the collision sensors and everything works. And you can basically do everything like with the real Mavic. So here you have the different cameras. So that's really cool. So you can train the moves that you do. Because I don't know, like for me, I fly FPV pretty well, but for Mavic I'm still a little bit, I don't know, rusty, you know. And my fingers just don't have like this muscle memory. And now when you can basically do all this, you can learn how to like fly really smoothly with the Mavic 2. So also in the back the scroll wheels work. The other side too. This one is for zooming, so you can do that. That's really cool. And as you can see, also waypoints coming soon. That's also pretty cool because now they added like the function for waypoints on these two remotes, that you can make waypoints and they will be shared across all your other devices. So if you have the Mavic 4, DJI R3 or R3S and the Mini 4, then this will be shared between those devices, so you can fly it with all of them. And also here you can try how to make waypoints, because I'll be honest with you, I never did it, so I will also have to like try it out. And I always fly manually, I never tried waypoints, but I think I will have to, because there are some really cool things that you can do with it. You see, most things are coming soon, so also like photos you cannot change. So for someone who wants to learn how to like set up probably like the settings or the ND filters or whatever, maybe that will come too. You can do return to home, so that one does work. So as you can see, and it even beeps like when you're flying. That's really cool. And also if you go like into the settings, you can change all these things. Okay, not everything is here. So what I really like is that if you go into the gain and expo tuning, that you can try all these settings, and these settings are also available in the Mavic while you fly. So you can try them out here, like, okay, is this smooth for the gimbal, isn't this smooth? And you don't have to like, you know, like deplete the whole battery just to know what settings you want. I really like this because this is really good that you can try things out and it feels really realistic. It feels completely like a real Mavic. I have some custom settings, like you can go here, then for cine I have some other settings, for normal I have other settings, for sport you can and you can try all of that out, and then you can see like if this is working for you, and you can try it in real life. Here just the grid lines, transmission coming soon, but maybe they will, yeah, I don't know what there will be here, but whatever. But yeah, and you can also here like turn on like the collision avoidance. So now if you like want, like let's say you go to this building, and it really works. Look at that. So now I'm going to it, and you see it avoids it. And you can fly without that. I would do that because it's a little bit, but yeah, in real life, of course, turn on like the collision sensors. But it's a good thing to like try to learn how to fly without it, you know, because once you do that, then you can be pretty sure that you can also fly with it. So yeah, and there are some cars also driving around here. So you can also follow some of these cars, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like I said, I'm not so good with the Mavic. But I got a little bit better because I was flying this, I think, for 3 hours, and yeah, it's pretty nice. You don't have to be scared, because with FPV drones I'm not scared, but with the Mavic I am somehow, because I just don't fly it enough to be really sure that I'm not going to crash. So yeah. All right, so that's that. So I mean, this is pretty cool. Okay guys, so if you want to use this, just update to the latest firmware, and then you will be also able to try this new simulator. And thanks again, DJI, you did a great job. All right guys, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.